It was not, and while Coleman's home run did send the Sooners back to the Champ Series, it was Kelly Maxwell who was the player of the game. Faced adversity early, gave up 3 home runs to the Gators, but finished the game in 8 innings, 148 pitches. She transferred in from Oklahoma State prior to the season, spent 4 seasons with the Cowgirls. Patty Gasso says this is her goal all along to get to the Champ Series.
I can't tell you how happy I am for Kelly Maxwell right now. I don't think she's out to try to prove anything, but she knows she's a good pitcher. And when it was getting roughed up a little bit, I think she just kind of, when she got with Jen Roach, it was kind of like something in her that's like, stop. I got to stop this. I got to be more competitive. You could feel it coming out, and we could feel it as a team. And I think that kind of helped rally the offense as well, because we were just, they'd score, we'd score 1, they'd score 2. It just kept going back and forth. It's really frustrating when you're on that side, but you got to just trust your pitcher and your pitching coach, and we all do. And the fact that Kelly's going to be playing in a national championship game is one of the highlights of our season.
And while we may not see Kelly pitch tomorrow night against the Longhorns, you better believe we'll see her take the mound in 1 of the 3 games in the Champ Series. Game 1 begins at 7 o'clock tomorrow night here at Devon Park. Reporter from Oklahoma City, Caleb Kalsich, News 9. They do not. Sooner Magic was definitely in the building tonight. Ella Parker with a clutch RBI tied the game in the 6th inning, and Jada Coleman won it in the 8th with a home run to left field. Coleman, emotional, rounding the bases after she hit the home run, talks about her thoughts when the ball went over the wall.
Taking first pitch, because the other time I got jammed and popped up, so I was just going to take my time, really get a pitch that I really wanted to see, and I just saw it middle, and I knew that I had needed to stay through the ball. And going around the bases, I just lost it, started crying, because I just knew immediately, like, just Brito and just the presence that I felt with God, and it was incredible, an incredible feeling.
What's next? A rematch of the 2022 Champ Series against the Texas Longhorns. The Sooners look to become the first program to win 4 straight national titles in softball history. Game 1 tomorrow night here in Oklahoma City. Reporting from Devon Park, Caleb Kalsich, News 9.
Driven by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, this is News 9 Sports.
The National Player of the Year is on the move. Nigel Kennedy entered the transfer portal on Monday. The Stanford ace led the Cardinals to 2 straight Women's College World Series with the nation's best ERA in the last 2 seasons. Hello and welcome to the Riverwheel Casino Sports Desk. I'm Caleb Kalsich. A spark of energy was added to the OKC Spark with the signings of Jada Coleman and Riley Boone. Coleman and Boone signed for the 2024 season earlier today. They joined Kinsey Hansen, who signed last week, as the most recent OU players to join the Spark. Those that watched the Sooners over the past 4 seasons know how big of a part they played in the four-peat. Those 3 joined returning big names of Jocelyn Allo and Kalani Ricketts, OSU's former players Rachel Becker and Riley Bayless on the roster. In total, there are 7 former Sooners and 2 former Cowgirls for this season. 8 former Sooners and 5 former Cowboys are playing in the Corn Ferry Tour this week in Norman. Oklahoma Christian will also have a former golfer present at this tournament this weekend. Our Dylan Rivera caught up with former Eagle Rayan Gibson today on the course.
Yeah, Chris, out here in Norman with Rayan Gibson from Oklahoma Christian University, and it's got to feel good anytime you get to come back home and play in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, no doubt. When we heard about this event being on the schedule, we're pretty excited. Haven't played down here much lately, but have played here a lot in the past, and it's a great golf course, and happy to be back in the state of Oklahoma.
It's been a while since that 55 out at River Oaks, but shooting scores like that's kind of what you got to do out here on the Corn Ferry Tour. They're so low, you're getting low numbers. You got to shoot low to win out here, don't you?
The NBA Final returns to Boston tonight for Game 5. The Mavericks avoided elimination with a dominating win over the Celtics in Game 4. While the Celtics hopes to win their 18th NBA title at their home tonight, the Mavericks are looking to use some momentum they got from Friday to get back in the series to Dallas.
The most important thing is to show that we believe. I think we showed in Game 4. If we wouldn't believe, we probably wouldn't won that game. So I think obviously the talk is easy to talk about it, but then showing it is another thing. So I think we showed it.
Rory McIlroy said today that he's going to take a few weeks off of golf after finishing second in the U.S. Open. Thank you and good night. That's right, OU fans trickling in to the Palace on the Prairie to celebrate the move to the Southeastern Conference. And while OU and Texas did officially join the SEC today, Commissioner Greg Sankey says that they are being treated no differently than any other member.
The creativity of our fan base on social media is on full display today, and I think that Oklahoma and Texas are being treated as our the past 14 members, and you'll see both the warm and the cold embrace that can be present, and that is in many ways who we are.
And OU will get the first taste of the SEC toughness when Tennessee comes to town in Week 4. In Norman, Caleb Kalsich, Oklahoma Zone News 9.